Hi, I'm Scott.
And I'm Oscar, and together we are the Ginfluencers UK. Now, I hope you've all had a very good Christmas.
We do.
And this is our rundown of the year's highlights.
Yeah, they're in no particular order, but they're just ones that we wanted to highlight because we thought that they were fantastic. So we're going to crack on. We've got a drink and we're going to talk our way through it. So we're going to kind of go his way first. So, Macintosh London Dry. Absolutely loved it. Great family from Scotland, Scottish gin. I love the Old Tom. Their Old Tom is one of my absolute favourite Old Toms.
You love it?
It is phenomenal. And we really like the people. We've met them at Junipalooza. Great people, fantastic people, and we couldn't recommend their stuff.
Definitely. If you're going to buy a gin, definitely get that one. Giants.
Do you know what? This took ages. We got a limited edition bottle because there was a kind of issue with getting the bottles in. But we're so glad that we did. When we went to Junipalooza, our camera operative tried that, and that was one of his absolute favourites from the show.
Well done to you.
Yeah, and it's one of our favourites. Beautiful bottle, really, really good gin inside. Fantastic
Very
gin
happy
inside.
with that purchase, 100%.
Then, Georgian Henner's London Dry Gin, LDN.
LDN, London.
Yeah, I love the way that Georgian Henner's actually use the kind of, what do you call them? Initials.
There you go, that's the word.
It's really, really good. It's a really, really good gin. The whole range of stuff they do is really good. They've got 3 gins. They've got a Lemon Gino, which is really, really good, and they've got some other drinks now.
Yeah.
Lemon Gino is really good. We've tried that as with champagne. So it's a cheat on a French 75.
Good cheat.
So, do you want to talk about these people?
So, Gothic gin. Now you can see this isn't our first bottle either. Gothic gin, classic, lovely, brilliant. You could use any words you want that are positive to describe this. This is a true gin. It's a gin drinker's gin. It's great in martinis. It makes the most amazing martini.
It's velvety.
It's velvety. There you go. I've stolen his words.
It's velvety because they use the spirit comes from corn. It's a corn-based spirit, and it's 7 botanicals, but there's so much flavour in there, isn't there?
It's packed with flavour. Brilliant company. We were lucky enough to meet the guys from this. Loved them. Got on really well. Been to a couple of things with these. Brilliant. Must have. A must have. We will never be without a bottle.
It's an American gin, and you should have it on your. If you love gin and you're a gin collector, you must have it on your shelves.
Yeah, 100%.
Let's move over.
There you
James
go.
Martin.
James Martin.
I mean, who doesn't love James Martin? He's a handsome man on TV. He's a great chef. That gin is so packed full of flavour.
It is literally packed.
Neat, it's fantastic. It just explodes in your mouth. But if you're going to mix it with a tonic, a light tonic, you don't need other flavours to carry it through. The light tonic will just release everything. But a light tonic is what they recommend.
And we've met the distillers.
We have.
Spot on, guys.
Yeah.
Brilliant. They really know their stuff. They're passionate about it, and you'll find people that are passionate about their product produce a brilliant product.
Well, them and James took a long time to kind of perfect the recipe.
He has had input on this.
He's had so much input in it.
And we like that.
That's really important because he knows flavours. He's a chef.
Yep. Do that one next?
Yeah, let's do Thunderflower.
Oh, Thunderflower. Now, this is...
So we've actually... So, this is the end of the year. We record lots, so they're in the bank ready to kind of come out. So we've actually reviewed the entire range, and we love the entire range. Annika from Thunderflower is amazing, and
she can drink.
And she can really drink, and she's a fantastic person, but she makes fantastic gin as well.
And they're really humble, nice people. The whole distillery, that everyone seems to like them. Yeah. Go for it.
Right,
Definite.
Let's move on to the one in the middle, Artingstall's.
Artingstall's, look at the bottle, look at this.
That is a glass decanter. There's a little dribble in there. We have a lot. We actually have a lot. We get through quite a lot.
We have a lot of gins, and there's some that we
have lots of bottles of. If you can get hold of a bottle of this, because I know recently when someone said, what gin should I get as a really lovely Christmas gift? I recommended this, and they tried to get it and they couldn't find it online. It sold out. But Paul Feig, the Hollywood director, it's his gin.
It's a classy gin.
It's a really classy gin. It's a classy bottle, and sometimes it doesn't always live up to the bottle, but this does and excels. It really does.
Absolutely, of course it does.
It is basically him. It's sophisticated. It's stylish. It's full of class. We absolutely love it.
It looks good on your shelves as well. Yeah. There's a plus.
Talking of another good-looking bottle, look at this, Piston Gin, Fret Noir. I love
You love that noise?
Sound.
You love
I love
that
the sound
noise?
of it. Great looking bottle. This is really good. It's a really, really good gin. You can have it neat. You can have it with tonic. You can have it with some cream on top and some grated chocolate. We've done all those. We fell in love with this brand, and then we were lucky enough to kind of meet the people behind it.
And we did a gin tasting with them as well.
We did a gin tasting with them, and we did a podcast talk with them at Gumble Warm Up. Gumble 3000 Warm Up. They're really lovely guys. They have an amazing range. All their gins are very, very different. They even do a limoncello.
And once again, they're passionate.
They're really passionate. Yeah. They know what they're talking about now. They really do. Then let's move on to this one here. So you can see it's like, let's give it another shake. Look, so you can see it's like a snow globe. So those little bits in there are from the finger lime caviar. They're finger lime caviar. So when you open a finger lime, so it's a lime that's very kind of long, they pop out like little circles. So they're then infused for a long, long time in gin. So because of osmosis, they become alcoholic, and then they're suspended in this gin because they're alcoholic as well. When you drink it and those little bits get, in your mouth and you pop them, you get this explosion of kind of citrus and eucalyptus and everything else, and it's alcohol.
The feeling is, it's so hard to describe.
Theatre in a glass.
It is theatre in a glass.
Glass.
It's definitely way up there.
Because of doing that, I put them up there as one of the top gins in the world.
Yeah,
because
definitely.
of that whole theatre that you get. It's so different from anything else. Then let's move on to Commander Fox. Look at the drain we've got in there. There's literally a little tiny dribble in there.
We've got some more bottles
so
over there.
Yeah,
actually,
so that's Mother's Ruin 1751. So we were lucky enough to have Craig in the room here with us, and we tried this. Subsequently, we've done a lot of stuff with Craig because we believe in his stuff.
Believe in his products, we believe in everything he does. He's very eco-friendly. We've got a lot of time for people like that. You care about the planet, we care about the planet, and this guy is spot on. He knows his stuff.
And as Old Toms go, this is fantastic. They make an Old Tom, and their Old Tom is a modern twist on it because it's kind of sweetened with pineapple. This is kind of more traditionally kind of spiced. And this was on Alan Titchmarsh's show, and he really liked it. And I've actually been to places and watched people try this and taste it, and it is a winner. Yeah. It's a real good winner. He's also a really nice guy. The thing is, we wouldn't ally ourselves. We wouldn't become friends with or spend our time with people that we don't think are amazing people. Yeah, and who produce really good stuff. So we're gonna go on Hoxton. Hoxton is a staple in this house. I drink this all the time. We go through so many bottles of this. I know some people out there go, oh, it's not very junipery. No, but the flavours in there are spectacular, and it is a real modern take on gin. It's brilliant. They do a rum, they have a pink gin as well. But for me, I mean, we're not far away from Hoxton as well. This is lively. This is modern.
This has been one of our earlier gins, and it has stayed stable. It's here. It's all used all the time. We love it. It's great. We don't mind drinking it at any time.
We get through a little bit too much. It's like it evaporates. It's really strange. Then we're going to move on to Caspin. So. We were lucky enough that we went to Pocketful of Stones Distillery a couple of years ago.
During lockdown.
Well, when we were allowed to travel.
Yeah, we didn't break the rules.
For my birthday. And we really, so that was a cat's making noise out there. We really enjoyed our time down there. We'd tried the entire range before anyway. They make other stuff that we've reviewed. So they do Dr. Squid Gin, they do Dandelion and Burdock, they do Marmalade Old Tom. And they do Caspin Midsummer. So we were going to have the Midsummer or this out. Midsummer is this one, but then they steep it with cucumbers and dill. It's phenomenal. There's so much citrus in there, you can't work out where the citrus is coming from. But they were in this room, so we had Sean.
That was messy.
Yeah, it was hilarious, and it was great because I had Sean and you had.
I had Sean. Sean, who's a very big South African guy who smacked me around the face with a cucumber, if I remember correctly.
And Sean did me as well. But, she was a little bit more gentle. I kept my teeth. But it was a great time we had with them. But we drink their gins anyway. They're really good gins.
We were lucky enough to discover Distillery years ago. and we have stuck with them. They're brilliant guys, and credit to them. They are expanding. They're getting bigger. They've just opened a bar a couple of months back.
Yeah, Penzance.
Well done to them.
We will come down and visit because we are I think your biggest fans. We absolutely love what you do.
That sounds a bit stalkery.
Yeah. You dirty birdie, I'm your biggest fan. Then we're going to move on to Spirit of George. So Spirit of George, amazing distillery. So amazing distillery, amazing gin. They gave us the tea that makes it up. So they gave us a pot of the botanicals, which we have in the drawer,
there, yeah.
just there. They also made one for Fortnum's. So what they did was they took this and they added some special botanicals to make it more kind of poignant for Fortnum's. It has a real historic element. Check out our video for that.
Yeah.
But these guys actually trekked up the Himalayas. They went up to base camp and they were raising money for 2 charities. And of course, you know, we bought their gins. We also, you know, donated to the charity. They're good guys. They're really, really good guys, and they make fantastic gin. They also make gins for some other people as well. But yeah, they're an amazing, amazing distillery. And these ones here, there were lots of others that we could have added in, but it would have taken us an hour as a video, and you lot have got better things to do than watch us do.
What you need to bear in mind, we've bought all of these gins. Yeah. We're not endorsed by these guys. These are gins that we will always want on our shelves, that have stood out over the past year, that we really liked. There are other ones, and you know that we could, like he says, we couldn't put them all out here. There's some amazing gins. There's some absolute terrible stuff out there which we wouldn't mention again. So
yeah,
you know.
But if you're looking to get a decent range of gins, an unusual range of gins, something that's really, really spectacular, you couldn't go wrong with this range in here. You know, you really couldn't. When we was discussing which would go in, we said, oh, what about this one? I was like, no, that's the year before. We did those the year before, so we can't mention them. But you know what? For us this year, these are really strong contenders. There isn't one that I would go is any more important than the other, but these are spectacular. And
so there's actually 13 gins here. So if you bought one and a bit a month in a year, this is actually a very good collection of gins.
Really good collection.
There you go. So you got, maybe we either do it 12 or 24 next year.
Anyway, we do hope that you've enjoyed our videos, and we hope you had a lovely Christmas, and we want to wish you a prosperous new year.
Oh,
yeah, that's what people do.
I know.
That's what people do. And also, look, from the bottom of our heart, thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for interacting. When we've done gin tastings, thank you for coming along.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Yeah.
Without you, we wouldn't be anything.
Yeah, and the fact is we do it because we love it. We don't do it because we're paid to do it. And this is a hobby for us that's become a passion.
Well, it's gone beyond hobby. It started as a hobby. This is actually
obsession.
It's an obsession. And it's also escalating. So this 2023, you should see some differences.
Yeah, watch this space. Right, don't forget to like and subscribe. That's what he normally says.
Yep,
and
still my line.
Watch our next video. Cheers.
Have a good new year.
Have a good new year.